Hey guys, this is Mark Sadowski with the Tiny Shutter Podcast, and I am coming to you today to review the Volta battery power station slash ring light. The folks over at Seaport Digital gave us a device to use to play with, and we had spoken about this briefly on the podcast. For those of you who want to listen, you could find that on iTunes, Stitcher, or any other podcasting device that you could find. But they were generous enough to give us a review copy to test out. And I got to say, I have been blown away by this device. I absolutely fell in love with it. For the obvious part, you have yourself the ring light portion, which is very bright, as you can see. And you also have the battery pack that will allow you to power your iPhone for a little while if you're low on batteries. This particular device will fit on the iPhone 6, and it will also fit on the iPhone 6s. I've given that a test run. You can find it at seaportdigital.com. This one goes for $59, and you can reserve a copy right now as of this recording. You could pre-order the iPhone 6 Plus version for $65. So this one right here is $59, and it comes in the white, as you can see here, and right here you could get in a black finish as well if you have the space gray iPhone. First and foremost, this is a great light that will function for photography. Unlike normal ring lights, it's not very good for macros, but for portraits, it absolutely shines. No pun intended. Now, with the iPhone, you have the tone flash, which will analyze your field and give you the appropriate light. This one doesn't do that. It's just it's a constant light that you can adjust the strength, and it's a very, I want to say it's a very cool tone, but it also depends on the subject too. I'm going to show you some sample photos. The cool thing about this device is that it allows you to capture a lot of movement. What better test subjects for this device than my kids, because they never stop moving. And with the iPhone flash, I'm going to put up some photos here in just a second. The iPhone flash has to analyze the photo before actually shooting off the burst, and in many cases it's often too late. If you're in a dark area, the flash is just not good enough. This device allows you to just capture photos right on the fly. I'm going to show those photos in just a second. And as you can see, it's a great stream of light. It does a great job of highlighting your subject, in this case, my kids. And the beauty about this device is that it will allow you to just pop photos one right after the other. And I was able, for every one shot that the iPhone flash will have to analyze, I'm already taking 3 or 4 shots with just this light. So it's a very handy device to have if you're photographing kids, for example. Professionally, I've used this at weddings. Now, the other cool thing that you have here is, you have this nice handy dandy light. I've used this at weddings when a group of people were taking their own photos with their iPhones. I do professional wedding photography, and when I was walking past a group that was about to, do their own photos, somebody whips out their smartphone. They needed a little extra light because the photo was a little too dark. Well, just bring this out, pop this up, give them an assist, and it's really cool. Of course, if you need to, say, walk the dogs at night, like I do every night, having this in your pocket is really cool because, again, just a flick of a button, it'll turn on. It's very handy. I've been using this instead of the iPhone LED light, and I can't speak highly of this enough. And if you wanted to, if you're somebody that's on the go quite a bit, and your iPhone is running out of power, you have this neat little adapter that this comes with that will allow you to plug in and start recharging. And as you can see, this will start charging. And it takes about, I forget from the specs, it takes a little while for this to charge back up to 100%. But it will allow you to do a full charge. With this device, it tends to get a little warm when charging up. That was my experience. I don't know if the actual products will have. I mean, again, this is a test version that they gave me. I don't know if the real deal will do the same thing, but when I needed it, I just popped this in, put it down for a little bit, and 15 minutes later, I had enough juice to continue. So it's a really cool thing to have as an additional source of power for your iPhone. Again, this one for the iPhone 5S, it retails for $59. That's not a bad deal. Another plus side for me personally is that it gives the iPhone a nice weighted feel to it. I don't know if I'm a little old-fashioned that way, but I think while the iPhones are beautiful in design, they're awfully light, and I always feel like I'm about to drop it. This gives it a nice little bit of a heft to, I don't know, that weight feeling feels very, very good. One of the drawbacks is that this is pretty secure, hugging to your iPhone, which is a good thing, but if you want to pop it out, my advice is to, grab a plastic spoon or plastic fork or knife and pop it in between here, and it pops out just fine after that. I actually have, I don't think I have it with me right here. Right here, let me just check. A little folio work here. I actually carry around a orange Lego piece to pry this open. One of those that helps you pry apart Lego pieces. I use it to pry this apart when I need to. But yeah, that's one of the drawbacks. It sits securely in there, and it's a little bit difficult to pop out. Not necessarily a bad thing, but a little mild inconvenience. The other drawback is every now and then this button is very easily hit in your pocket, and the pocket will shine. The beauty of this is bright enough that when you look down at your pants and you see the bright spot in your pants, you're gonna know it's on. You'll be able to turn it off easily enough. Again, those are two negatives that I have about this device. Apart from that, I strongly suggest this is a keeper. I had recently purchased the iPhone 6s Plus, so I will definitely be buying the Plus version of this when it's available. Right now, it's only available for pre-order. But for those of you that want just the regular 6 or 6s, this will fit just perfectly. And again, highly recommend this. SeaportDigital.com. This is the Volta, and it'll brighten up your life. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. That will really help us out. If you want to listen to more, check out the Tiny Shutter podcast. You can find that on iTunes, on Stitcher, or any podcasting device that you have. You can also find Tiny Shutter. We have a Twitter account. You can find us at Tiny Shutter. And for more details, more reviews, go to tinyshutter.com. and find all of our social media locations to share, contribute. Thank you for watching.